What's up, guys? Today we're bringing it back to the good old days with just an aquascape. No greenhouse stuff, no reptile stuff, no plant stuff. It's an aquascape. And it's going to be a hardscape. I don't think I'm even going to put plants in here because one of the fish I might add is discus. And they don't really do well with lots of plants because they like the water way too warm. But today we're going to be doing an aquascape. It's going to be really pretty. We've got a lot of manzanita wood up here. I've got some really dark, naturalistic stone that I'm going to be putting on the bottom. And then a thin layer of, I don't know if you can see it from there, but there's pool filter sand in there. It's the first time I've used that. And I surprisingly kind of like it. It's not that bad. But yeah, I found the hoses that I needed to set up some Eheim filters on this tank. I used to have this tank set up as my Congo River Basin tank. And then I had nano fish in there, and then the wood, it was Malaysian wood that I had for like 10 years, started to rot a little bit. So I broke the tank down, unfortunately. But now we're gonna set it back up, and there's 3 options. So I'm gonna remind you later in the video. But the 3 options are Bolivian rams, microgeophagus, blah, blah, blah. I had a pair back in the day. I don't know if you remember. If you followed me for a long time, you probably do remember. But they were absolutely beautiful. Such great personality. The genus Microgeophagus, obviously Microgeophagus. They're like tiny geophagus. They go around sifting the sand. They're just beautiful fish. They're really cool. They have great personalities. One of my all-time favorite dwarf cichlids. Probably my favorite dwarf cichlid. So that's an option. I'm going to remind you later. So comment below. Second option, Apistogramma bay and shy, which is a very large species of Apistogramma. I've never kept Apistos. I've always really wanted to. The bay and shy just seems super cool. I've always wanted to keep Panduros, but a friend of mine named David always kind of gives me shit for liking Panduros, and he's like, you should keep Hongsloi. And I'm like, why don't you sell me some Hongsloi if you're breeding them? And he's like, so I've never gotten Hongsloi because he won't sell them to me. So everybody, David, if you want me to keep Hongsloi, you gotta sell me Hongsloi, bro. Step your game up. But the third option is discus. I've been wanting to keep discus ever since the first time I kept discus and sold them. They are one of my all-time favorite fish. They're extremely smart, they're inquisitive, they're peaceful, they don't mess with plants. Not that I'm putting a ton of plants in here, but they're just great fish, and they're a statement piece. When you walk into a room and you see the discus, and the discus see you, and they're like, give me food. It's like a whole experience that you can have. So, wild type discus, I might add. They'll probably be like red spotted greens or something like that. So, a pair of Bolivian rams, maybe with some dithers. Apistogramma bay and shy, maybe with some dithers. Or 5 to 6 wild type discus are the options. And I'll remind you later again. But yeah, we're gonna get started with hardscaping because this tank needs to get set up. So I went ahead and filled the tank, added some fish, put some pre-cycled media in the filters we were running. We've got a 2217 Eheim and a 2213 Eheim Classic. These are my favorite filters. They're silent and really easy to back flush when you have to clean them. So these are good to go. The tank's ready. The fish are in. Some of the fish. I have these guys sitting around in that tank, but I'm breaking that tank down. So there's one Corydoras pygmaeus and a bunch of Ember tetras in here. I may add some more. But I'm thinking maybe rummy nose tetras and then a different species of Corydoras. It depends on what kind of fish I want to keep. Like I said before, I'm thinking Apistogramma bay and shy or Hongsloi, some kind of cool Apistogramma, maybe a harem or a trio or something like that. Possibly Bolivian rams, like a pair. They're some of my favorites. And then wild discus or wild type discus. I don't think I want actual wild discus. But like green spotted reds or the Inca reds or something like that. But I haven't kept discus in a really long time. It is a little bit small for discus, so I'll probably only do like 5, and it is sandy bottom, so I'm not sure I want to do discus, but it's still up in the air. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. But yeah, that's the tank for now. Obviously the wood's got to darken up. It's got a water log and all that kind of stuff. We may add some plants, we may not. It'll just be, we'll have to see. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time.